I speak to you in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. This weekend is a long weekend. It's Canada Day on Monday, and in most towns and cities there will be a celebration. In my town there isn't going to be a celebration because it got cancelled. It used to be in the Parliament buildings in Ontario, but we're not having one this year, although I hear some people have stumped up to make it happen anyway, so I'm happy for that. The most important feature of that, in many of these celebrations, is that there's a citizenship ceremony where people become Canadian citizens for the first time. And it's one of the most moving things, and it's one of the most exciting things about Canada Day is we see people coming to join to become citizens of our country. And one of my neighbors ran up to me the other day, and she was so excited, and she said, "Guess what, guess what, guess what's happened?" I had no clue what happened. She goes, "I became a Canadian citizen." She was so excited. She came here a couple of years ago from Hungary. She's worked very hard to become a Canadian citizen. She talked about how hard it was. She thought it would be a lot easier. She didn't realize how different things would be in another country, in a different kind of a city, in a different kind of environment. And she talked about how she had to learn even how the rules were different for having a dog, for licensing a dog, or how she did things in shops, etc., etc. But she had tears in her eyes. She was so excited about the opportunity that she had embraced. And I was listening this morning to CBC, and they were interviewing someone who was preparing for the citizenship ceremony. And he had lived here for a long time. His path hadn't been quite as quick as my friend Anita. And they asked him what made him decide, and what were some of the things he worried about. And he said, "I have to admit, when I first came, when I left my home country, it was 20-some degrees. When I stepped off the plane, it was -8. I had questions then," he said. "I had doubts then. I thought about my friends and family and what they would be doing at that time, and how they'd probably be at the beach, or how warm it would be, or how lovely it would be sitting outside with my family." And he said, "Sometimes I had doubts. I had a lot of difficulties, but I pressed on, and now I'm ready." And the interviewer said to him, "When did you know? When did you know that you were a Canadian?" And he said, "When I went to other places, when I went to the US for the first time, when I traveled around to other countries," and he said, "when I observed different things happening, and I thought to myself, this is not how we do it in Canada. That's when I knew," he said, "that I wanted to be a citizen because I had become Canadian." And in today's gospel story, it's a very similar thing. 3 young men who want to become followers of Jesus, who want to become citizens of a different kind of country. But when they hear about the obstacles in front of them, they all have different answers. Jesus warns them that the kind of citizenship they're seeking isn't easy, isn't cheap, isn't free, and carries with it some stresses they may not want to handle. And the gospel warns us that just because we want to become a citizen of the kingdom of heaven, doesn't mean we can just change our name and think that the deed is accomplished. The first one says to Jesus, "I want to be with you." And Jesus warns him that it will be a life in which he has no certainty, no stability, possibly not even a place to live. The second one, who says, "I want to follow you," says, "But I just need to go bury the dead." And Jesus won't even let him do that. And the third one says, "I just have to go say goodbye to someone." And Jesus refuses. And when I talked about this story with some friends on Friday, someone said, I don't think Jesus appears in a good light in this story. I don't think he's very nice. I thought he was supposed to be loving and kind and accepting. Why is Jesus being so mean?" he said. But Jesus is reminding us that discipleship has a cost. Citizenship has a cost. There is a rule of life to be taken on if we want to become disciples. Paul reminds us our citizenship is where? Is from above. So in Galatians, he starts to tell us what it looks like to be a Christian. It isn't just a change of name. It isn't just saying, I'll make my name like Jesus, I'll be Christian, and I'll be changed. It involves giving away those parts of your life which don't belong to a Christian lifestyle, and taking all those ones which maybe aren't all that attractive to us. Being forgiving, being patient. Worst of all, Paul tells us, loving your neighbor as yourself. Following Jesus doesn't allow us to put the affairs of our life before him. Everything in our life has to come secondary to our citizenship in the kingdom of God. So Paul suggests to us that we start dropping off those aspects of our old life that are consonant with citizenship in the kingdom of God, that can't ever fit us for citizenship in the kingdom of God. And begin to pick up those attributes, those characteristics that belong to a citizenship that's from above. Paul suggests to us today that we need to have a rule of life. Just like new citizens to Canada learn that there's a whole different kind of rule of life that they have to live by. It's so different from where they came from. True discipleship, true citizenship in the kingdom of heaven means taking up a rule of life that puts aside those things that are antagonistic to the kingdom of God, and taking all those things which feed into the only one rule there is: love your neighbor as yourself. When you look at the long list that Susan read today, it's pretty intimidating. But the way my friend learned to be a Canadian was one rule at a time. The way we become true Christians, true disciples, is by building a rule of life, one rule at a time. If you look at these fruits of the Spirit today that Paul suggests, our beginning of true citizenship is to pick one, start there, embrace it, develop it, live it out, and then another and another. It's not an easy task. It's not an easy road. But if we choose citizenship with Jesus Christ, we have to remember the price at which we were bought. It wasn't an easy road for Jesus either. No one will ask us to be crucified. But people will ask of us, if you take the name Christian, how will I know from your life that you truly are a citizenship member